All right, hi everyone. I'm Chris Hurst with Sentinel Emergency, and I have Bruce Ireland with me from Darley. And Darley's been around for a long time.
Darley's been around for 116 years.
And they've grown. Where did they start out? And we talk a little bit about kind of some of the different companies within Darley that you guys currently have.
Yep. So, Darley started out in Melrose Park, Illinois. And today our corporate office is still in Chicago, in Itasca, Illinois. Within the Darley family, we have our pump division, which is based out of Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. That's where we make all of our pumps for all the fire truck manufacturers across the U.S. and around the world. We have a plant in Iowa where we build our skid units and some of our military pumps. We have our equipment division that's based out of Itasca, and we have our defense division that supplies all the branches of our defense with everything but guns and ammo, and that's based out of Chicago as well. Today here, we've talked a lot about drones. Drones are a very good tool today for public safety. Whether it be for search and rescue, for hazmat scene size up, wildfires, finding the hot spots in wildfires, and accountability on major fire scenes, right, where we can quickly deploy a drone and have accountability of A, B, C, D side of the buildings.
And then black and white and thermal, correct?
Black, white, thermal, color resolution. The ability to live stream the video,
it's got to help a command post to understand exactly what's going on.
Absolutely, command posts can be where they need to be, and my drone and the pilot can be off by themselves without being bothered, and yet they can still watch the live stream. Yep.
Or say focus in on that.
Yep.
And let's see what we got to do there.
Yep.
Search and rescue's got to be big.
Search and rescue is very big.
I know one of these drones here had a speaker on it that I saw the other day, and so you could actually talk. If you see somebody on a cliff or somebody fell, you could probably ask them how they're doing and then get that information back to the rescue.
Yep, absolutely. So there's a lot of attachments that third-party companies makes for these drones. We can tether these drones to where they can hover for hours and live stream those videos to the command post.
And if somebody doesn't know, if we want to hover over a scene and the battery starts going bad, the drone will come back to a target that you have set up already, right? And then you can change batteries and redeploy it right back up.
So when we tether the drone, that tether cord is actually my power device to the drone.
Right.
So that drone can actually hover without using the drone battery power. And yes, if I'm flying untethered and I either lose the drone, I'm not sure where that drone is at, I can hit my return to home button, and that drone all by itself is going to come back and land where it took off. Right? So I tell people all the time, these drones today really fly themselves, right? They're very easy to fly.
What kind of education or licensing does somebody have to operate drones?
So with all these drones that we have, that we're going to use in public safety, you do need a 107's pilot license, which is very easy to obtain. There's a lot of ways to study for that test. Once you feel comfortable and ready to take the test, you're going to go to the FAA website, find a local test center, walk in and do your multiple choice test. You can also, the city or the county agency can also apply for a COA license, which is kind of a blanket license for that, for their jurisdiction. But I still recommend that even if you have a COA, that you should have a couple 107 pilots on it.
As you go out and train and show these drones to customers, do you find that this helps bring together police, fire, maybe public works, whoever? Are you seeing cities purchase these as a unit that they share?
I see all the time where you know, the police department will come help the fire department with their drone, or vice versa. The fire department will come fly for the police department. You know, this fire marshals doing their pre-planning, their building inspections. You know, city, the water department, sewer departments are using them. So yeah,
so they're calling each other, and that should help bring. Sometimes there's strife between departments, so sometimes that helps bring things together. So I know some people think just a generic pricing. You can get a really good entry level drone for
right around $6,000, a little over $6,000. And then we kind of go up from there. You know, this drone here is a little over $12,000, depending on how we package it with batteries. You know,
talk about functionality, about how long does it last, and what kind of things they can see or do, or distance, things like that.
You know, so technology changes frequently with drones. But I tell people all the time, these drones, depending on how you take care of them, right, they can last a very long time. The technology is going to change, so you know at some point you're probably going to want to upgrade. So the as you go up in drones, some of the options will change. You know, for example, this drone here is an all-weather rated drone, so we can operate that drone in all types of weather. Where this drone here is, you know, I tell people it's not weather rated, but if I have to fly it, you know, life over limb, I'm gonna fly it.
Right. Makes sense. So that's kind of one of the main differences. Obviously. Okay. Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks for having us. We appreciate it.
Darley's fantastic company. You guys spread across the whole. Let's talk about growing a business and hitting all the different areas that are out there. So,
thank you.